Good evening. This is the Lion of Legend, and welcome to Yesterday, the World Ended. Yesterday, the world ended. But I'm still here. The end of the world wasn't a surprise. We were warned for weeks, months in advance. There were deniers, of course, even doomsday preppers bulk buying everything to survive. But there were also parties, suicide pacts, existential meltdowns on live television when people stopped pretending it was a hoax, packed religious institutions begging to a god that wasn't listening anymore. It was everything. But then it was calm, quiet. That was yesterday, and I'm still here. I ran away before midnight and climbed on the first train I could squeeze into. They were running for free, getting people back to their families for one last act of goodwill. It was crammed up and down with people praying to get their loved ones before the end of the world. A little old lady let me sit next to her. She had her whole life packed in a bag and happily moved it so I could sit and stop panicking. She told me that we'd all be fine in the end. Somehow, deep down, I believed her. I'd fallen asleep listening to the frenzied, but quiet chatter on the train, strangely soothed from the old woman's words. And then, when I awoke, no one was here. Like they were all raptured but me. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I checked my phone over and over again, but nothing's changed since last night. Internet won't connect, my messages won't send. My mom's last text still says I love you. Maybe I should have spent my last day with her. Maybe I wouldn't still be here. Alone. Just as I start drifting off, my phone buzzes. It's eerie, out of place and wrong, even if it would have been normal yesterday. And I know the number. I know who's calling me. He wasn't raptured either, I guess. I think briefly about ignoring him. I ran away for a good reason. Not to answer some blind call when the world was supposed to be gone. And yet still, I swipe my phone open and answer. I always hated silence anyway. Hey, you're alive. He sounds shaky, tired, panicked. Probably everything I sounded. I guess I am. We stay silent longer than either of us likes, and then he sighs. You didn't have to run away. I don't want to talk about it. Then let's not. Come back. No one else is here. I checked all the houses down the street. It's just me. Please, come back. No. How many times did I have to tell him that last night? How many times did I have to tell him it wasn't what I wanted? I don't care if the world's ending or not. I'm not going to force myself to do something just for the experience. Just so he could die blissful, while I die out of place, out of mind, completely not myself. I don't care if we're the only ones alive now. I still don't want it. Luke, please. You didn't listen to me. Why would I come back? He'd forced my mouth open to kiss him, even after I told him I wasn't sure. Pressed me against his bed until I managed to knee him as hard as I could and escape. He just wasn't content with the little things like I was, holding hands, hugs, cuddling until 3 a.m. imagining a life together as we grew old. He'd said he understood. The rest wasn't for me. Not even when the world was ending. I'm sorry. I just thought since the world was ending, you should feel how nice it is at least once. I thought it was what you wanted. You didn't even ask. You only cared about what you wanted as the world ended, not me. It's a retread of our argument from last night. At least he wasn't screaming this time, blaming me for ruining our last night alive. He sighs on the other end, long and harsh. My stomach flips with panic, my heart suddenly racing. No, I'm not there. I'm here. He can't do anything about it this time. Luke, what can I do to make it up to you? All I want is for you to leave me alone. That's it. Nothing else. He takes a sharp breath. I brace myself. Please, we're the only ones left alive. I wasn't expecting the sadness in his voice, or how vulnerable he sounded. I don't want to be alone. I still hang up on him. It ignored the immediate call back. Even as the way he said please echoes in my ears, even with how scared he sounded about being alone. No, I won't answer it. I won't call back. We're done. It's funny. I think I'm madder at myself than at what happened. He promised he wouldn't force me into anything I didn't want. Promised me he was happy with me the way I was. All I did was believe the lie. I guess the end of the world, facing your own sudden mortality, brings out who you really are. We're all just selfish pricks in the end. The train slowly stops, and an automatic announcement rings out. I guess I'm here. Wherever here is. And there he is again. No, I don't have to answer. I silence it and move on. Just because the world ended doesn't mean I owe him anything. With a deep breath, I head through the train doors. Yesterday, the world ended, and I'm still here. Well, that was Yesterday, the World Ended. That did not go in the direction that I was anticipating, but there is a very powerful message behind it where in situations of a very clearly abusive relationship, that it's better to be alone rather than to drown in the blatant, detrimental, heinous, insane acts that one can go through when you're in this sort of situation. So my heart goes out to anyone who is caught up in this sort of scenario. And if you know you're going through it, I hope you get out of it soon. If you don't know you're going through it and you're questioning it, I hope you realize it and you get out of it soon. For me, I have very similar thoughts. I would much rather be single. I'm single right now, and hell, die alone rather than being with someone who will drag me to the deepest hole possible. I am at a stage in my life where I feel like I've sort of found my peace, if you will, and I want to hold on to that as much as I possibly can with the tightest grip that I can possibly squeeze upon it. Very well done. Visual novel, though. I'm very impressed. That all being said, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave it a like, leave a comment, share the video, perhaps even subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in the next video. So have a good night.